With the Boston Celtics getting eliminated, I want to know what could be next for this franchise, because there is a very slim possibility that we will never see this starting five ever again. 0 to 1 chance that this Boston Celtics team is probably not going to be the same going into next season, and this starting five will probably all never play a game together ever again. Game 4 of that matchup against the Knicks was probably the last time we've ever seen these 5 guys play together all at once. Because you got Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jayson, Tatum, Kristaps, Porziņģis. They're all making a lot of money next season. Shout out to Buckets for the last 2 graphics. Let's take a look at the salaries for every player next season. Jrue Holiday next year is going to be making $32 million. Derek White, $28 million. I believe Jayson Tatum is making $54 million. Jaylen Brown is making $53 million, and Kristaps Porziņģis is making $30 million. You add up all those numbers, that's $197 million that this starting five is making next season. There's no way the Celtics are going to be able to build a competent roster to bounce back from their second round exit. They're not going to be able to bounce back from this by signing other players, because next season, those 5 guys will be making $197 million all combined. They're not going to be able to keep everyone. And with the new CBA coming in, it's going to be harder for them to bring in a bench and a lot of other players. But some of the guys on the bench are locked, like Peyton Pritchard is locked in for another year. But the rest of the guys, if they want to make moves in the offseason, it's going to be a bit of a problem. The Celtics, they need to figure out where they're going. I think that Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porziņģis are most likely going to be gone. Porziņģis was terrible against the Knicks. I know he was dealing with that illness a little bit, but they should have just not played him. He should not try to play through an illness. If you have an illness, you got to deal with it. You probably should not be playing through it. Porziņģis was dealing with it, and look what happened. He was terrible in the second round against the New York Knicks. Jayson Tatum is going to miss all of next year, most likely. So it's probably much going to be next season, just Derek White and Jaylen Brown with a bunch of other guys. We don't know if Al Horford's even going to come back, Sam Hauser. So the Boston Celtics are about to look completely different next season. And you've probably seen the last time that these guys will all play together ever again. Jrue Holiday, I think a lot of teams could use him. He still has some value even at an old age. And Porziņģis is going to be turning 30 soon. I think he can bounce back from the struggles in this series. Bringing Porziņģis to the Lakers, honestly, he might solve some of the problems. And Holiday would be a good fit somewhere else. I don't think Jaylen Brown is going to get flipped. And I don't think Derek White is going to get flipped. The 3 guys, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum, are not going anywhere. I think there's just going to be Holiday and Porziņģis in trade talks for the Boston Celtics.